Welcome back, Nessim. And also a moment of silence for Manko's SD card. He was 60 hours in when the card died. There goes all his save data and his jailbroken 3DS. The 3DS itself is fine, but without the SD card, it's just a normal one. Alright, no, I checked scope once before, but I always gotta double check. Post level 44. I'm just thinking how much I really would like a Ronin or a Hexer, because I'm not actually sure if I'd want those classes. Yep, you too, Alyssa. So Hexer, I know well, on its own merits, I would definitely love a Hexer. Because having binds and debuffs and maybe even ailments, pretty great. Problem is fitting them in because I prefer having 3 frontliners and 2 backliners as opposed to the other way. And if I try to fit a Hexer into this party, probably end up being 3 backline, 2 frontline. Or I drop Manko. Which itself is a little iffy. Be a tough fit. Oh, arguably a good fit. When I think about it, if we have the debuffs... I know there are some circumstances where debuffs behave differently than buffs. Namely, it's when new enemies enter the encounter, which admittedly is not terribly common, but still is an occurrence that can happen. In that case, the buffs are better than the debuffs. You don't have to recast them for every new enemy that enters. But ignoring that, the debuffs should be the same, or effectively the same as a buff, at least in isolation. In which case, there's Erasure, which we wouldn't have the all-encompassing remove their buffs. We'd have to target them specifically, but that still is possible. I guess we'd lose Peace, Ballad, and the Elemental stuff. And then we'd also gain the option for Binds and Fear. And Binds would definitely help with Thunder Dragon. Fear would just, I guess, be generally helpful. As for the Ronin, though, it's just Ronin versus Landsnatch, and Ronin can probably output more damage than me, but it'd be a lot less durable. Or would they? I know, the damage calculations in the first 2 games were very simple, to the point that armor is almost useless, and I'm not sure if they tweak them at all in this Origins collection. But we do have a set goal for today. At least to start out today. I don't know if going to take the north or south routes faster. I'm gonna go the north route. Yeah, Bismarck. Knowing the first 2 games, Vitality plays the biggest role in damage reduction. question, I suppose, is, well, how important is the vitality, or how important is the vitality difference between Ronin and Landsnatch? I know Ronin's going to be more vulnerable to Landsnatch, that's for sure. Also, where I should invest this skill point. I guess TP up. Tornado? Maybe Tornado. Yeah, Tornado, group clearing. Yeah, I know All Slash is like the best group clear in the game. It's just, I gotta invest into axes on that, and I get by max level, that's not gonna be too big of an investment given there's so little else to invest in. But, why I haven't gone into it. Because we're not max level, nor are we retired, so I'm not gonna bother with All Slash. Now I get to see what's behind the purple door. That happens occasionally. Alright, we can see the walls, we know how far down that goes. Exactly to the end. Yeah. See, this is an encounter where Tornado would be good. In fact, let's just make use of that, see how it goes. In fact, I don't think anyone else needs to attack, but I'll do a bravery just in case. It looks like the splash damage is about on par with what a normal attack should be doing. At least what I've seen normal attacks doing. Maybe not to woo that, though. Yeah, okay. Now, any shortcuts? Nope. Game does not telegraph shortcuts, nor is it particularly forthgiving on the shortcuts either. Right side should be left side because we're inverted. Oh, okay, that's what we're sensing. With our red ant. Probably moves along that way. Although not to be confirmed yet. Ignore that for now and explore this little spot. Oh, hello. Huh. Do they have more complex patterns, or is it just a different loop from what I thought? Alright, what I was saying before is whether it's better to do bravery or to attack. TP-wise, obviously to attack. But is bravery... It probably is worth more than your normal attack. There's also the question of how many turns does it take. Because if we can't reduce the turn count by 1, then it's not worth it. Not worth it in the end. Alright, here's where we use a tornado, and yeah, tornado should actually be lethal here. You just throw on a bravery to make sure it's lethal, and everybody else just defends. I don't know actually, Alyssa. I know there are mods for Etrian Odyssey, but they are quite rare. Very quite rare. They are quite rare because the modding tools are, of course, not well developed for 3DS and DS games. I know there's an Etrian Odyssey 3R that is... It never officially established what the R stands for. Redone, remade, redux, whatever, but Etrian Odyssey 3R is, well, yeah, rebalancing of the third game. Never really got around to trying it. At least not in any serious capacity. I think I have a now very old version of it. Alright, with that, healing's available, so we'll master healing. So that way, Fluff not actually being good as a medic won't be as big of an issue. I think I see what's going on here. I think there's overlapping circuits here for foes. Also, they're not moving every other turn, so they're not right ants. Yeah, I think beyond that, the R3, the only other modding I'm aware of is replacing, you know, portraits, textures. I think the wall goes out 3 and then turns, and that wall continues. As you can see that big tree here, that usually marks a corner. Oh, another tornado attack. Yeah, that is true. I suppose what Mango provides that a Hexer wouldn't be able to is healing and Peace Ballad. Don't know how good Bravery is compared to Frailty Curse, however. Of course, ideally I would like to have both a Troubadour and a Hexer in the party, but that's like all the back-end slots that I'm willing to give, all two of them. And especially in this first game, you need an Alchemist. That is non-negotiable. Oh hey, they're kind of pissed at me now. Wonder what that's bad. I'll check out a thread in case we get cornered. Alright, cool. Yeah, tornado's gonna be a lot more important for us right now. Is it ice? Yeah, it is ice, they're weak too. Don't know what they are, so we don't know if we can reliably defeat them. I know, we're still overleveled for where we are. Doesn't change the fact that foes are also fucking overpowered. It's in their name. Yeah, that one's getting pretty... Why is this one just stuck back there, though? That's a good question. It goes forwards 3, and then we should have a split like that. Yep. Oh, hey, stairs. Oh, hey, more dead end. Just kind of want to reiterate on this dungeon design. We have to navigate through unknown territory while being chased by things. And there's plentiful dead ends. So hope you brought a thread, or you're very confident in your combat skills. And you're gonna pop up into B10. Oh, this is how we get through here. Wait, how's that to continue into 9? It does continue into 9, continue into 8, and continue into 7, even 6 if it wants to, but not into 5. Yeah, 5 is filled. Which means this whole right side at 4F is forever empty. As is this bottom half of 2, and everything else in 1. But yeah, this hidden purple door here could go all the way up to B6F. Potentially. Also means we're not done with this goddamn hellhole of a jungle. I'm curious, I'm going back down just to see if, like, do they re-aggro just because we're past a certain point? Or... yeah, we're past a certain point. No, it only sends one down at us. No. That's interesting. How many turns have we got? I want to go to the end of this corridor, but if we can't get back to the stairs before we're caught, that's a no. We have 17 turns. So... three turns in. We can gain extra turn if we take these guys out in a single turn. Alright, so now we're still on 3. 4, 5. Seven doublet. If this increases luck, that would be fitting. Oh, yeah, we do have... just TP up. Wait, wait. This game. I already have 7 doublet. Anyway, time to turn around. And up we go. And down we go. Because I think we have enough leniency to explore one more dead end. A lot shorter. And it literally is just a dead end. Alright, so until we're capable of killing those things, and we don't know what they are, then we can't explore this section of the floor fully. We can get more bits and pieces with Ariadne threads, though. I know Alyssa wants to master Ice first, but as I've said, I think we need Thunder more so in our present situation. It'd also be worthwhile to invest in Thoric, Acutus, and Inferno, or just the up skills. Probably just the up skills instead. That will increase single target and multi-target damage. A lot less value than investing directly into a skill, however. Okay, time to actually explore this hidden area. See how far up it goes. Yeah, these are third strata enemies, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely third strata enemies. Is there like any water for swordfish to live in up here? I don't think so. That doesn't need to make sense though. I think it really was just cut damage. Yeah, the swordfish make me realize the value of having a land stamp specialized in both swords and axes. Because then you could technically carry around both weapon types and switch based on the monsters you're fighting. No, I can imagine that, Bismarck. While I doubt that is going to happen, I would not put it past these developers. Actually, I am curious if I... Oh yeah, I can definitely one-shot this whole group with a buff tornado. Yep, 300 health does 479. Others have like, what, 270 health? And that's 330. I am curious how an unbuffed tornado would handle them. Also, I feel like there's probably a shortcut somewhere in here. Hey, Braver going first. Oh, we can one-turn it then. That's pretty great. It's just stairs. Oh, it's pretty close to that end. Now I have a lot of walls to try. And a long corridor to check for shortcuts, too. I'm kinda starting to run out of TP, but I guess we can just peace ballad away that problem.